guys, I don't mind telling you, I've been putting this one off because this is not the easiest for me, but apparently it's not the easiest for anybody. So I'm going to show you what I do. Yeah, and the rings that I use from Tom's, so I know they absolutely work. Yeah, that's it really. I mean, I'm a bit uncertain if I'm going to be able to do it on we're going to have a go anyway. So I use the 18 SWG 3.75 millimeters for, you know, this is just for doing the regular hoodoo. And then what I will do is I will cut back to the original video to actually show you how to do hoodoo. That's a good idea. Then for the compass points, so these things here, we're going to use these. These are 16 SWG, 4.45 millimeters. So we've got an AR of 2.78. And then the captured rings inside there, there's actually 2 in there, if you can see. And the 2 of these, 10.68 millimeters, they're 17 SWG wire. So they've got an AR of 7.73. So these are the 3 I use to make the rose. I will now cut back and show you how to do hoodoo. I'll use the existing video so I can actually go off and have a cup of tea now. And I will show you where to go from there. Hopefully I can build one on cam for you. Well, this is just an experiment. We'll see how it goes. Right, so wavy lines going back to previous events. We are doing hoodoo. It looks amazing. It might seem a little bit complicated, but the way I've worked it out is I've got it down to 1 ring move that you just repeat, and I'll show you how. You do it by making 2 chains of 1, 1, and then we're going to sew them up using 1 ring move all the way down. Trust me, it works. It's awesome. The rings we're going to use, 18 SWG. These are 3.75 millimeters. You need a ring with an AR of 3.2. The weave does work from AR of 3 upwards. These are the ones that I've got, and these are the ones that I find work best for me. So, first of all, do 2 chains of 1, 1. I do them the same length, but we'll probably extend when we want to make it longer anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So to start, take a cable tie and tie on one end, and then do the same on the other one. Like that. And then, because we're going to work on the first 2 there, to keep them stable, put them together like that, and then wrap those 2 cable ties together. So now those 2 are there like that. Oh, that's the dog's about to bark. Hang on a minute. So what the weave demands now is that we go through. So these 2 that are joined are going to be what I'm going to call the outward facing ones. Yeah. Then the next 2 are going to be inward facing ones. Then the next one are going to be outward facing ones. See? Those ones are lying outwards. Those ones are lying towards each other. Those are lying outwards, and so on, right? So it's going to be the same move, just on a different section as we go. To put the first one in, I'll show you. And this is the move you want to repeat over and over again. So what this calls for is a ring to go through those 2 outward lying ones, and also through the 2 inward ones. Now when you go up through those 2 and back down those 2, it can be really awkward to close. So the thing I've developed, other people might do it, but this is how I found it works best. I go, hang on, I'm losing my grip. I go into the first inward facing ring, upwards, bring the ring back down through the 2 outward facing ones, right? And then that's the one you also want to go through. Instead of trying to bring the ring round, what I do is I fold it on like that. Got it? And then close them up. There we go. And then that ring sits in there like that. Okay? And if you can do that, and I'm going to show you again lots of times, so don't worry if you didn't get it that time round. It's the same move now, just on the other set. So this time, And make sure you've got that, you're holding it in that formation where you've got outward facing, inward facing, outward facing. So the next one is going to go through the outward facing. So we want to go up through, yeah, back down through the two inward facing ones, and then fold that one, whoops, back onto it like that. And close him up. And then he'll sit like that. And that's your first unit of Hoodoo done. Really is that easy. If you can just get that motion of going up through the one, down through the other two, and then back up. So the next one, we're going through the inward facing. So go between, go up through that one. Hang on, I might be telling a lie. No, I'm not, I just wasn't lying properly. There you go. So you go up through the first one, like that. Down through the outward facing ones this time. And then fold that one back on, like that. Make sure you don't turn your work as well, because that can be confusing. There we are, look. That's the ring we just placed there, which is so much easier than trying to get it in. If you can just get that motion, which I'm going to show you again on the next one. So the next one, we're going up through the outward facing, yeah, down through the two inward facing, and then put that one on there like that. And that ring will sit there. See? And then we're going to do another one. So this one, this time, we're doing through the inward facing. So up through that one, back down through the outward facing, and then fold that one on there like that. And that makes Hoodoo suddenly very, very easy, doesn't it? And that's it. Let's do some more, because it's so much fun. Right, so this time we're doing the outward facing to start. So up through that one, down through those two, and fold that one on there like that. Yeah, so he's now sat in there, look. And then the next one. And you're going to make sure you don't twist these and they're facing the wrong way. Always make sure they're following the pattern. So those are now inward facing. Up through the first one. Down through those outward facing. And fold him on there like that. And that's it. So you can use whatever you've got really around the 3 to 3.2, 3.3. Right, so what are we doing now? Next we're doing, what is that noise? Oh, sorry, I don't know what that was then. Right, so next we're going through the outward facing. So up through that one, back down through those two there, and fold him. Oh, you got a bit cocky then, didn't I? Do it again. Up through the outward facing, down through the inward facing, and then fold him on there. There you go. Just goes to show it's fiddly for people who've done it often, so don't give up straight away. And there we are. You just keep going. Right, so using the knowledge that you've now got to do Hoodoo, make a piece this long, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 completed bits, and then an unfinished one on each end, because the unfinished one is the one that we're going to join to itself, and that'll create 2 more because we want 8 bumps. Let's call these our bumps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be number 7 and that'll be number 8. So make it to the point where you've got these loose rings on the end, and then we're going to join it into a circle. Okay, so we're going to make sure it's not twisted. Bring it around and see where you've got those there, look. There are other bumps. So we want to join those 2 now with a ring, and then we want to join those 2 with another ring to bring it into a circle. So let's put a ring, oops, through that one and that one to join it on the one side. There's the one side. And then we also want to join it. They will flip around, so just, they have a habit of folding the other way. Oh, there we go. Make sure they're folded the right way. So we also want to put a ring in through that one and that one. Oops. Losing control of my rings. So through that one, and then also through that one. If you can hear the noise in the background, that's my cat playing, being mad. Right, so we're joined into a circle. So now we've got that 2. See, there's our bump. There's our 2 new bumps, and the 2 there that we need to put rings through. In the same way you would just do your normal hoodoo. So in through that one, down through those ones. It gets a little bit fiddly now, and back up through that one. I'm gonna use get my plier in there, or might we need my smaller one? Got him. There you go, there's one in. And then we want one more in there. Where's my loose ring gone? He's flying now, flew off. Let's get another one. Now this is very fiddly now, so I'm going to go up through both of the inward facing rings, because I can't do my usual trick of folding the ring back, because they're all joined together. So I'm going to instead move that ring out the way, and then I'm going to bring him down through both of the outward facing rings. See, he's going to come through there. He is, like it or not, he is. There. And then we've got to try and tighten that up. Close that ring up, which is going to be fiddly, but with a bit of determination. Might need those ones on the other side, actually. There we go. And he's in. There you go. And now it's joined all the way around. They will flip about, but if you just, what I tend to find is these ones flip and then it doesn't sit as nice. So trust me, it doesn't look right at the minute, but it will, because we'll straighten it up as we go around. There we go. Ta-da! So now we just need to put the big rings in. Let me just go and get them, because I've left them in the lounge. So yeah, that doesn't have to be as fiddly, getting it into a circle. If you use a larger AR, and you can always practice on a larger ring to get it into the circle. But if you want the eventual finished piece to be tight, then you want this to be as tight as possible, really, before putting in the compass points. So maybe practice on a larger ring and then move to this one. So we're going to put in our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 compass points now. And they go through the 2 inward facing rings there, and there's 8 points all the way around. Now they are quite tight, so you have to try not to slip and damage your rings. So we want to go in there. So just give it a wiggle. There he is. I said it is quite tight, it's not easy, but if you want it to be really stiff, there you go. And what I normally do is I just twist that then, so the join of the ring is actually in there, just in case it's not 100% neat. And there's 1 in, and then we're going to go around and put all 8 in. So there's our next position there. Give it a little wiggle. As I said, a larger ring will make it looser, but then it won't have that really nice stiff. See how stiff that is now? And then just keep on, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Sometimes you'll need to make sure you line them up. So just give that a bit of a twist. See how he's sitting not quite right? And then I just check what I've done wrong there. There we are. Right, so in with our 3rd one. There he is. And then what will happen is these will actually click into place. Click, click, click. And they're dead stiff now. Those aren't going anywhere. You just need to do that all the way around. Which I keep saying like I'm going to end the video, but I feel like I need to put them all in really, don't I? Here comes the next one. I don't work with 16 gauge very often, so I'm not very good at closing those big bad boys up. This is boring. Shall I fast forward this bit? No, I need to keep going to prove it can be done, don't I? So. There we go. I will just zoom through the next couple. How many we got left to do? 2! Just 2 little buggers left to do. There's one in there. Yeah, so this one really isn't for you if you don't like working with tight stuff. If you haven't got used to holding pliers in a way that you won't scratch your rings. You want to hold them tight enough so that things don't move, because that's how they scratch. But on the other hand, you don't want to squeeze your ring so hard that you mark your ring that way. Just need to find that happy medium. Right, so one last one to do. There we are, that's so tight now. Spin him around to hide the closure. And there you've got it. Then if you go around and you can push, you click, see? Click. Click them in place. Some of them are already clicked. Click. Click. Just go around and check them. And that's it. Compass rose, proper sturdy compass rose. So it is awkward, but if you can work with the tightness as you go through, then I will give you a really tight finished product. Right, so I've just realised actually I need to show you. You might want to be doing the version with the rings captured in the middle. I don't bother sometimes because that is so tight. But if you want to, you're going to need, I use 2 of these, the 2 large ones, which I did tell you about and then promptly didn't use them. I've just taken some of these out to the compass point rings to loosen it up to show you. Now you want to force these in there and it's not easy. To be honest, none of this thing is flipping easy. It's not one of my most enjoyable projects, but there's one. Force him in. 2. Force him into shape. There you go. And then as you put your large rings, sorry, your compass ring points. I'm tired today, sorry I keep making flaps. As you put your compass point ones back in, that'll finish the tightening up process. And remember to just click them in, like that. Click. The click is very satisfying, actually. I don't know if it's meant to do that, but that's how it works for me. So, there you go. Click. One more. Actually, it does look better with the inner rings in. I think I was being a bit lazy, sorry. It's been a very stressful week. So I haven't done any videos yet. I need to take some general time off, I think. But my silvers have been busy and everything's just been busy. Busy little bee. Right, so go around again and make sure they're all... That one doesn't look clicked in, does it? There we are. Click. Click. Click, click, click. There you go. Yeah, it does look better with the thing in the middle. Sorry, I was being a bit lazy there. But now you can do it both ways. Ta-da! Enjoy!